All right, we back at it again. Cuts from the streets. I'm Officer Nehemiah. This is,
Officer Asael.
and we out here showing our people about July 4th. What was the independence for? Who was it for? All right, what you got on it?
Our people are confused out here, man. You see a lot of them mixing with other nations. You see them out here, showing their bodies off and all this and that. Just you trying to really understand why they out here and they just celebrated the Juneteenth. That just don't bother with my mind. That don't make no sense.
Right. They about to start popping firecrackers. They got barbecue going. Hey, we out here to help our people, to give them answers. All right? Shalom.
Hey, shalom, Israel. We're out here at Angle Lake. I have with me
One.
So this is one. We're out here to ask questions to our people about the 4th of July. Why are you out here? What are you out here doing?
Nothing in specific. I got no real agenda or knowledge about any of this stuff. Just came for a walk in the park with my girl today. Just met these gentlemen, and now I'm learning quite a bit. We'll see what I can learn.
White people's 4th of July.
What about you, sis?
It's a man-made holiday.
Okay. So what is July 4th about?
It's supposed to be about Independence Day.
Okay. Independence Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who and what was we doing during July 4th in 1776? What was we doing in 1776?
Let me see. I was born in 72, 73, 74, 75. Oh, Lord. What was I doing at 4 years old?
1776.
I don't know what they was doing because I was 4.
I'm out here with my family and we're just having a good time. But my day when I celebrate is Juneteenth. Like that's when I celebrate, and like a couple weeks ago. But I'm just out here with the family. We're enjoying and having a good time. So that's why I'm here. We ain't got no fireworks or nothing like that yet, but we just enjoying the day. But Juneteenth, that's when I enjoy. Like that's my day to enjoy for us, because that's when we was free. Like this is not our day, but we do it anyway because it's a holiday, as you want to say it. But I'm just out here with the family enjoying it, barbecuing, and everybody coming together and chilling. So that's why I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? So what was we doing?
So in July 2nd, actually, 1776 was when it actually was declared, or they had a Declaration of Independence, right? But they did it on July 4th of 1776. We were actually slaves. Yeah, exactly. We were slaves at that time. Right, so in order for you to commemorate this day, what do you do on July 4th?
Well, I ain't no damn slave, so I sure ain't gonna be doing that. But to commemorate this day, I just get out and celebrate with my family because I love my people.
Okay, so generally our people out here, they come to celebrate the 4th of July, right?
Yes, sir.
So why would we celebrate the 4th of July?
Technically independence, right? American independence from. I think that's.
So it is that's what the holiday goes into. But where were our people at during that independence?
Oh man, that was a tough time. Those were dark times. Those were really dark times,
Can you expound on the dark times?
Absolutely, slavery, oppression, inequality, which we do still see today. But yeah, they were some dark times.
So if you think about those times now, and you think about our forefathers and our foremothers, do you think that will be acceptable for us to celebrate those same times now?
I don't think so.
Why not?
See, I don't think they would celebrate it back then. We've kind of forgotten about it, kind of desensitized ourselves to it. I definitely don't think that our ancestors would, be out here celebrating nothing happened,
Right, because still now today we're still treated in the same manners, right?
We're looked at the same way, we're equal, but we kind of get the side eye, we're not fully equal in their eyes, you know what I mean? I think, did you guys see that interview about a week ago where this Republican lady was talking on behalf of Trump, and she said, there's a step forward for, white America, and supposedly it was a slip up.
Okay. So that's why you're here. Okay. So what is July 4th really about? Like what happened in 1776?
But the celebration and what they doing is, I guess, is freedom, but it's not our freedom.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because our freedom is Juneteenth after the proclamation, that was our freedom. After, that's our freedom. This is what they consider their freedom, and I don't even know why they.
Who's they?
America. White folks.
Okay. The white folks, right.
The white folks. So, I don't know why they're celebrating, because I really don't know from 17. I don't know why they're celebrating, but it's for them, not for us.
Not for us. That's a key point right there.
It's for them, not
Right.
for us as black people. This is not our celebration.
Right, because in 1776, what condition was we in?
Slavery.
So can we say that this is definitely a tradition of men? Right. Okay. So if you don't mind, I'll get Colossians 2:8 real quick. We're gonna show you in the scriptures what it says about this day. All right. Colossians 2:8.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
It says, beware lest any man spoil you, right? Through philosophy, right? What they believe in, right? And vain deceit, things that amount to nothing, right? It's vain, right? July 4th is vain, isn't it? Because you said it's the white man's holiday, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what the Bible's telling you as well. Read.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Why? Because in 1776 we were slaves, right?
You know what I mean? That's a Freudian slip, you know what I mean? She know, they know, they just don't say it.
Yeah, so remember, everything what they have done has been to deceive us and to bring us underneath their assimilation. Because they did it with the so-called blacks during slavery, but they came over with the so-called Hispanics and the Native Americans during colonization. And that's why we're out here. We're trying to inform the people we shouldn't be celebrating these days. Yeah. Because our forefathers, they were getting beat, they were getting oppressed, they were being called out their name, tar and feather, all these different types of things, what was going on with them during that time.
Slavery.
Change.
Okay.
Change and shit. I mean, can I say shit? Change and shit and slavery. So we wasn't free.
We wasn't free. Okay. So it's fair to say that the independence was not for us, but for the white man.
Yes.
Okay.
We wasn't free. We were still in chains and shit and getting whipped and shit. So we wasn't free. So yeah.
That's right. You're absolutely correct. Because from what we know, right, that was a tradition put forth on July 2nd, actually, of 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was done. But they put it on the 4th, 2 days later, right? But we understand that we was in slavery. We was captive, right?
We was captive.
Exactly.
We couldn't do nothing. We couldn't go to the bathroom. We couldn't go over here. We were slaves.
That's right.
Changing shit.
That's right.
Changing shit. So this is their independence, their celebration, which I don't know what they're celebrating, but this is their fucking celebration.
The American Revolution was about the 13 colonies being separated from Britain in 1776, right? The American Revolution. So it says, beware lest any man spoil you
through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men.
Because that's what it truly is about. It's after the tradition of men, the white men. And we were slaves, right? But now they have us celebrating their holiday, right? Watch this.
My bad.
I got
we should have been out here on Juneteenth like we planned to be.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Yes.
So I'm gonna show you a couple scriptures. Let me get Colossians 2 and 8, because everything what we have done up to this point in our history has been given to us by our oppressor, right? Read Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Let's see what the Bible says on this. Got it?
The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So it says, lest any man spoil you. What does spoil mean?
Well, spoil is to go bad, right? To rot, kind of, basically, right?
Right, so if something spoil you, it means it's destroyed. You can't use it, right? So that's what the Bible's saying. Read it again.
Beware lest any man spoil you.
It says, beware lest any man spoil you. So just like you see beware a dog sign, right, at someone's house, that means you should be aware or looking out for this man to come and spoil you or to destroy you. Let's see how. Read on.
Through philosophy and vain deceit.
Through philosophies and vain deceit. Very deceitful nature is, hey, celebrate the 4th of July, your country's independence, but you're 3/5 of a man. Or I'm shooting you down in the streets. Or I'm taking your resources from you, and now you got to buy them from me. You understand? Well, that's what happened the whole entire time when they came over here. Read on.
After the tradition of men.
See that? After the tradition of men. In other words, this is not ordained in the Bible. Because the traditions of men is everything that we have celebrated now. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Black people now are celebrating Juneteenth. Right? Read on.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So everything in this world, it says after those rudiments, if it's not after Christ, you don't supposed to be doing it. So we have to be aware of those things. That goes into a lot of different things.
Right.
So my friends.
So what we're going to do is read some scriptures out the Bible real quick, all right? Just to give you some clarity that we are in the Bible, all right? Watch this.
Verse 48. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So we were put here in 1619, right? Jamestown, Virginia. The slave ships, right, was dropped off here, right? It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. So in 1776, we was serving our enemies, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Read.
Change and shit.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
But the Lord sent them against us because we broke God's commandments, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger, we had to serve our enemies, right? The masters they chose what we ate, right? We ate the slops, correct?
Yeah.
And at that time, you said we was going to them. We couldn't do nothing,
We couldn't do
right?
nothing.
We got food from them.
We couldn't do nothing.
Right, watch this.
And in thirst.
We got water from them. When they told us we could drink water, guess what? They gave us sloppy water too. Dirty water.
Nasty water that's not really drinkable.
Right. Come on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. So they gave us the clothes to wear as well. This is talking about us
We just had
in the Bible.
we just had a little scarf or a little towel around our genitals, like a scarf. We didn't have nothing because of we had to get everything from them.
Right, and you're realizing right now what you're saying is in the Bible. I'm reading it from the Bible.
You are.
Watch this.
And in want of all things.
And like you just said, and in one of all things, anything that we wanted, in 1776, we had to go to our enemies.
To get
Right?
what we wanted and what we needed.
Exactly. And now, even today, they tell us to celebrate what? July 4th.
But it's not our celebration because we wasn't free.
So that's showing you that this Bible is true even now, even back then, up until now, that this is modern day.
Yes.
In one of all things, they gave us a God to believe in, which was a white man, Jesus, which is not correct according to the Bible. They gave us July 4th, right? They gave us Juneteenth, really, to just put us back to sleep. Right. So within celebrating these holidays, right? Remember, it's a philosophy that they taught us to celebrate, right? July 4th, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. We do all these things, right? Juneteenth even. They gave us a day, right? Just a slap in the face. Really, here, take this. Really, they just gave us a gift to quiet us and shut us up again. Really, that's really all it is. And a gift will destroy you. A gift destroyeth the heart. Because what happens is they just try to shut us up so that we won't come back to the true history and knowledge of who we actually are in the Bible.
I tell them, get in that word. It's going to give you some basics. If it ain't giving you everything, it's giving you the basics.
Because that's what they do. They give us small things. They give us Juneteenth, like you said. They give us welfare checks. They give us WIC. They give us food stamps. They give us Section 8. They give us all of that, right? And say, hey, we're helping you out. Why are you complaining? You know what I mean? But watch this.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
See, and the reason why the Bible says that is because when you learn your nationality, who your people are, and the captive state that we're in, the destitute state that we're in, the decayed state that we're in, our people are walking around selling drugs to each other, killing each other, hating one another, sleeping with each other's wives and husbands, right? It says, oppression maketh a wise man mad.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
You see that? And they just put us back to sleep giving us Juneteenth. They just put us back to sleep. They're like, hey, look, now you got a holiday, you can go celebrate that, but the... Right.
It really did. Juneteenth came out of nowhere. It's their man-made holiday like everything else pretty much.
Now, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I want you to see this one last thing, then we'll let you go out of here, Juan. All right? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
So this is the point about us being equal, right? Because you said we're equal to them. This is what the Bible says about his chosen people. Read on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So the Lord said, or Moses saying, we are holy unto God, right? If I'm holy unto God, could somebody change that?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, because that's his prerogative, right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Says he chose you to be a special people unto himself. So let's say my favorite color is blue. Could you, one, tell me that my favorite color is gray?
Absolutely not. I could try, I could say, but it doesn't mean anything.
Right. So they can't change that about who God's people is, correct? Watch what else it says. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the blacks, Latinos, and the Native Americans, those are God's chosen people, the Israelites. God says that we're above all people on the face of the earth. But like you said earlier, our mind thinks that we're equal, but we're not even equal. We're better than them. We don't supposed to be in an inferiority state. We don't supposed to be the minority.
They got you in the mindset, right?
And that's the mindset that we got to come out. And you know how we come out of it? Is coming out of their lies and philosophies, what they gave us.
Stop celebrating this shit, you know, basically, you know, because you're just celebrating their tradition, their culture.
You're celebrating your oppression.
Yep.
Because remember, at this time, they were fighting for the independence from their people.
Yep.
Where were we at? Slavery.
Yeah,
So whenever the Constitution was written about, oh, we the people of the United States, all men are created equal, that didn't figure the slave into it. And actually, there's a guy, I forget his name, but he said that as well. All right.
He said about the Pledge of Allegiance, the anthem.
The national anthem.
Yeah,
You know what?
there's some racism in there. Man.
Daniel. So I'm glad you said it, because in Daniel chapter 3, it's going to show us what we have done. But the Pledge of Allegiance, not the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem actually says in the third stanza that it talks about how it oppressed the slave.
Yep.
And that was the whole entire purpose of it, how we overcame them. 3 and, when they rise. Yeah, got it?
Daniel chapter 3, verse 11. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning. I start at verse 8. Wherefore at that time certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. They spake and said to King Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer.
So this is musical instruments. When you hear these musical instruments, this is what you're supposed to do. Read.
And all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image.
So what does that sound like today? All rise and stand for the playing of our national anthem. That's it. And then when you see people who don't do it, because you might have seen it on CNN, what happens?
You get blackballed from the league like Cap, right? You get,
Yeah, just like Colin Kaepernick. He kneeled. But there's other players who kneeled,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Or
the Niners, I don't know where where he's gone. You know, there was someone from him, from the Niners, who kneeled with him. I don't know where he went. You know, that's common though. Yeah. And I think you have to stand now. I think they made it. It's like an obligation or something. And then I don't know what the NBA is like now, but I know, you know, they did it for some time a few years back. But I think they have to stand now. You know, or you just don't get paid or something like that. So it is pretty fucking crazy that you gotta like stand up, put your hand on your, you know, on your heart and recite this, or you don't get paid, you know, or you can't do what you want to do. So yeah, I definitely do see that. I definitely do like make the connection there, man. It's
So what you got to see that is now you got to change.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
But let's finish that. Right, because we were still dependent upon who?
Them.
Exactly.
Them. The white folks. Them.
And even till today, are we still dependent upon them?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Read this.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
You see that? What you just said, we were still in
Wow.
chains.
Still in chains. And
What
it was
you just
it
said.
was around our neck.
It's
Like,
in the Bible.
Wow.
Let me show you one more thing in Deuteronomy
Wow.
68, please.
That's deep. It's deep when you actually hear it and somebody is reading it to you. Like, that's deep, because this is what they do to us. Like, still to today.
Yeah.
2022, this is what they do.
Yeah. Correct. So watch this. I'm going to show you the slave boats in the Bible. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the first time we came out of Egypt, we was rescued out of Egypt by who?
By them.
By Moses and Aaron, right? God used Moses and Aaron to take us out of Egypt, right? But Egypt is synonymous for something. Watch what Egypt actually truly means in the Bible.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You see that? So what does Egypt mean?
Wow. The house of bondage.
Right. So now watch this.
Bondage is chains
Yep.
and shit
Yeah.
around our neck and around our hands. That's
Come on.
what that means to me. I don't know what
That's
it means
exactly
to
what that
everybody.
means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So what is that?
Ships. They took us and then brought us back with the ships.
Come
Like, okay.
And what we're doing is we're reading to you what happened prior to 1776, going all the way up until now. We're going to show you. Watch this. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Our homeland, Jerusalem, we won't see that homeland. We won't, as a nation, be in Jerusalem. The blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
We won't see that again. That's what you just read. Like,
Right.
we won't see. Oh, okay.
Watch this.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Why? Because Christ is the only one that can redeem us out of this condition. But what we have to do is come back to keeping the commandments of God. Right?
Right.
So watch this. The reason why I brought that out to show you who you are in the Bible. You're an Israelite. All right? And this right here, Moses was speaking to the Israelites in the wilderness, telling them if we broke God's commandments, these things would happen to us.
It would happen to us.
Right. And did it not?
And because they didn't break or they didn't listen, it didn't happen to them, but it happened to us because we broke
God's
command.
commandments.
Yeah,
But guess
broke
what?
it. But
Those were the offspring of them. Remember, you're saying them, but remember, that's talking about us. That is talking about us. Remember, 48 told us we was in chains.
Right.
Right? Iron.
Yes.
Exactly. Now,
Yes.
now let's get Colossians 2 and 8. Because what we're doing today is what? July 4th, 1776.
We're trying to see like why is us black folks celebrating this day when this day wasn't for us.
For us. There's holy days in the Bible that we are commanded to celebrate. Passover, right? Feast of Dedication, right? Purim, Day of Simon, right? Feast of Pentecost, Feast of Ingathering or Tabernacles. Excuse me. Yeah. Or Tabernacles.
But
Those are the
this-
holy days that we're supposed to be
this
celebrating.
day is not what we're supposed to celebrate.
Watch. Hey, you're on point right now. Watch this.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you.
Beware lest any man spoil you. How did the white man spoil us today?
With everything.
Okay, good, with everything, because we read it in Deuteronomy.
Yeah, with everything, like everything.
Okay. How about for celebrating his day?
It's we supposed to, because it's his day, but it's not our day. Like, 'cause we was talking about earlier, we was still in fucking chains.
Right.
Excuse my French, but we were still in fucking chains and shit around our neck and shit. So we wasn't free.
Okay.
So this is not our day to celebrate.
Right. Okay.
At all.
That's the point. We're gonna stay there. It's not our day to celebrate. Watch this.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit,
Come
after the tradition of men,
Because this is a tradition of the white man, right? Okay.
after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
And not after Christ. July 4th is not to be celebrated by the blacks, Hispanics, and natives. It's
all.
not our day.
It's
not our day,
It's not. It's
right?
not.
So now, what I want, because you said something. You said we're supposed to celebrate this day. That's what you said.
Yeah, because
Obey God or man.
because it's the holiday and we supposed to celebrate because they say celebrate, but it's not our day to celebrate. Our day is Juneteenth, and it's to celebrate is Juneteenth. That's our day. And then how they got everything for the 4th, all this fireworks show and this, it was nothing like that on Juneteenth. Like, we got a little smidgen or something. Like,
Right.
smidgen. And now everybody, the world is now want to recognize Juneteenth. But we do this every year on the 4th. We celebrate their holiday, not
Right.
our holiday.
Right. And we're gonna get to the Juneteenth right after this. Watch this.
Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
So the apostles, right, they always stood up for God. The Israelites, right, we always stood up for God, right?
Right.
So check this out. It says we ought to obey God rather than
Not
men.
men.
So is July 4th our holiday?
No, sir.
So are we supposed to celebrate it if we followers of God?
No, sir, we're not.
Okay. So now let's get to Juneteenth. Is Juneteenth a holy day in the Bible?
I would believe so.
It's not.
It's not?
It's not. I'm telling you straight, 100%. Juneteenth is not in the Bible.
Okay.
So that's another one. Now let's get into Juneteenth, because you said it, and I know a lot of our people are very proud about it and prideful about it, because they gave us something, right?
Right.
And it's always like that. Every couple of years, they gave us a black president. Oh yeah, what did he do to us? What did he do for us?
They give us something, but it's not like they just like, take this so y'all can,
Right.
so y'all can be quiet.
Exactly.
Y'all
You're
can
on
shut
point. Hey.
So y'all can shut up and just take this. And so y'all got a holiday to just take that so y'all can be quiet, and then there we go. Like, shut up. Just shut up.
Exactly.
Shut up.
You on point. You're on point. And that's what we are here to do, is to show our people why are we celebrating something that was never meant for us. And we're here to show our people what we need to be doing is keeping the commandments of God, repenting in the faith of Christ, the black Messiah. That's what we got to be doing. All right, so now you got all right, read.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
Because we go to the white man for everything.
Everything.
And we think we gonna get help from them, right?
And they not gonna help us. They gonna give us a little bit, like just to,
Like Juneteenth.
yeah, just a little bit, just to shut you up.
Exactly. And what did Obama do for us?
He did a little bit.
He did nothing but legalize gay marriage. That's all he did.
Something, but he didn't really do nothing.
Exactly.
For us. Like,
And he also gave us some free phones.
yeah, Obama, yeah, free phone.
Okay, but he legalized gay marriage. That's all he did for us.
And,
So
and that's not legalizing gay marriage is not like doing
Biblical.
something for our people.
and it's not biblical, and it's bad, and it's terrible for us. It is terrible.
It's not right, and it's not like you didn't do nothing for us.
Right.
Like, you just legalized for this person and they can be gay and be married, but you didn't do nothing for us.
Right. Watch this. We're gonna finish it off.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
You see that? The white man will not ever save us. They hate us.
Ever.
When
They gonna give us a little bone, but they not gonna save us.
right, but who is this talking about?
We gotta save us.
And look,
We gotta save us.
exactly, and that's why we out here. That's why we out here to show our people.
I mean, if we don't save us, nobody else is gonna look out for us. So we gotta look out for us, black folks, our black people. We gotta look out for each other, cause they ain't gonna do it. They gonna give us a little bone, and then like, here you go, scoot you away. Like, here you go. Like,
Right.
they ain't doing shit for us.
Right. So you said a valid point. You said we gotta look out for us. We gotta save us. Right. It's in the Bible. Watch this.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So true or false? Is the blacks, Hispanics, and natives, are we a desired people in this earth?
No.
No. So read it again.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
You see that?
Together, we gotta come together.
Under what?
Blacks, under one, just us, like us, and under God, like
There you go.
under God, like, cause they didn't stole everything, they steal everything, so they not looking out for us.
Us. Why would they look out for our well-being if they lied to us? Our entire all the generations that came through.
With everything they talk about, they lie and they steal. Like, they ain't gonna look out for us. We gotta come together and look out for us.
That's correct.
The only way we gonna be united under God. Like, that's the only way we gonna take over the whole world, if we look out for each other.
That's right. That's right. So that's the point. That's why we out here. You got it. That's right. So
I appreciate just the talk and everything and the reading. Like, this is something that we all need as black men, and we just need this to get the what you hear it and you understand what is going on. Like, cause they don't give a fuck about us. They don't.
that's right. That's right.
They don't.
So as blacks, Hispanics, and natives, right? We are commanded to keep the commandments of God. We were given the commandments. We were given the covenants from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We are the chosen seed.
Yeah.
That's who we are. That's who we be. Okay, and we have to come
It's gonna
together
be like that for
forever. Forever. So I'm gonna read this scripture right here, and I'm gonna show you what we have to do to get out of this condition today. All right, read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel,
Israel, you.
what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what does God require of us? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, and to serve him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Because the commandments of God is for our good, to keep it. Because what happens is when we keep the commandments, guess what? The Lord fights for us. When we keep the commandments and come together, we will get out of this condition that we're in. Because Christ is going to come back for us, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
And he's coming.
He's
He's
coming.
coming.
He's coming.
All the shit that's going on in the world today, and kids acting up towards their parents, and this, that, and the third. Like, schools getting shot up. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
That's right. That's right. He's coming back for the repentant Israelites. Okay. So the Bible already prophesies that 2/3 ain't gonna make it of us, right? So 2/3 ain't gonna listen like you're listening today. 2/3 ain't gonna listen, right? But it's prophesied.
They're gonna brush it off like,
Right.
oh, okay, whatever.
And-
you talking all this, and it sound good, like, but nah, whatever.
Right. So you got a job to do then, right? You got a job to do for you. You got to repent. You got to come back to keeping God's laws, right?
Yeah.
You got to contact us on that paper right there. We got a website on the back. We got a number on the back, contact information, okay? You got to start researching for yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
You got to come around with the brothers and sisters so that we can be saved out of our condition by Christ, the black Messiah.
And then we all come together.
Right.
Under
The
God.
Israelites,
Under God.
the blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
Yeah. Us together.
That's right. All right. So that's Cuts from the Streets. My brother right here is who?
My name is Lenny.
All right. And thank you very much for this time. Appreciate you.
Yes,
Shalom.
sir.